Greetings, Twin Flames. This is Lucida of Twin Flame RX, and I'm here on March 1st, 2019 with a March Twin Flame reading. So thank you so much for joining me, for liking, for sharing, for subscribing to this channel. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Check out our website, twinflamerx.com. If the channel name changes in the next, or by the time you see this video, the business name is still twinflamerx.com Ltd, but I may change the channel name to Twin Flame 911, which it's just for the wake-up call, the emergency for light workers to help Twin Flames. I received that 911 call over 2 years ago and started this YouTube channel with my own Twin Flame. So I'm going to continue it. I also have that other channel called Lucida Z, which I'm thinking about combining together with this channel. That's why I might change the name of this channel slightly. It'll still be a Twin Flame channel, but it'll also include other spiritual topics, and non-Twin Flames may watch it. So I'm debating what to do, if I should have a whole brand new channel or just stick with this one, because I do want to do daily videos, and it's more possible to do that if I'm only focused on the one channel. So I just want to let you guys know I might put a poll up about this. But it is because this month, the third month of this year, which is a 3-year numerologically, this third month, another 3, is spurring a lot of us into action on our sacred missions, which is so important because this 3-year is about being creative and birthing something using our spiritual union energies and our physical union energies as well. So if you are watching and you don't know what to do and you feel like your healing is done, maybe start working on whatever it is your soul mission is. And I can do a reading for you about that. Check the description box for where to click and find me at, but you could also check my website. It'll either be twinflamerx.com, and I do have the other domain, twinflame911.com as well. So you may be directed to there. So there's just a lot of changes going on with this 3-month, which I decided to come and do a reading because I can feel the very positive energy coming from my clients. I work with at least a few Twin Flames every day, and then, non-Twin Flames, and I do readings and healings every day, not 24/7, but I do it for a good number of hours per day. It takes up most of my time, so I'm truly living my mission, which is to be here to help Twin Flames and other light beings and just humanity in general to awaken. I have a new tarot deck as well. It's called the Aquarian Tarot. I'm going to use this to get some insight into the divine masculine, the feminine, and union energies. If you stick around to the very end, at the end I read the Archangel Michael message after we go through these other cards that were all drawn recently while I was praying and meditating and getting ready to do this reading and letting the spirit energies travel through me so that I can have the knowledge and insight available and be an open channel for divine messages to come through me to help you today. So these were selected for divine masculine, the feminine, and the union. And so at the very end, I will be doing a Reiki healing or transmitting some Reiki healing to you, your beloved, and your union to help kind of get you in the mood to be on your mission and to create things together or separately. But remember, you're always connected to your twin flame in the other dimensions. It's just this physical dimension that maybe they haven't manifested yet, or maybe they have manifested and now you're in a separation phase. But remember, that is also preparation for getting back together with your twin. So this new deck, again, called the Aquarian Tarot by David Paladini, is my new deck that I'm going to use to get us some messages about what's going to be happening during this month for twins. We're going to look at the divine masculine and feminine and the union separately, and I also have those other cards to supplement. So asking Divine Source to show us where we're at on this twin flame journey, the journey to union within and journey to union with the other, with our other half or our counterpart, our divine complement, not our opposite, but our complement, not our enemy, but our someone who is the other half of our soul incarnated. Okay, so we're going to start out with Divine Masculine. Bottom of the deck is overall energy for all twins for this upcoming month, and that is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords energy here, so it's like we're moving from more harsh conditions into more peaceful conditions. We're moving slowly but carefully, and when we're moving, it's our thoughts are stabilizing so that also stabilizes our emotions. So that's so important that we remember that we're responsible for what we take in, messages that we take in. We're responsible for internalizing those or basically throwing them out because we know that maybe they're not true. But if they do hit home, if they do trigger or push our buttons, then it's something that we needed to address or we need to address so that we can figure out what the source of that emotional charge is, heal that, release the pain, and move forward with a brand new template of relating with others in a more positive way. And that's what we want to be doing with our beloved twin. So we're going to look at the masculine energies overall. So I'm going to shuffle again the deck for the feminine energies. So with the masculine energy, I want to look at like a recent past, present, and a future energy for the masculine counterpart and see where that's going. So recently, in the recent past, we have this Nine of Rods. So the Nine of Rods is almost at the point of overwhelm. Not quite there exactly yet, but getting there. So it means that the masculine twins were going through a lot recently, probably going through a lot of their shadow aspects with all of the retrogrades in 2018, and now we're in 2019. Things are starting to settle back down. We're heading into a Mercury retrograde, but that's only for 3 weeks. So it'll be over, by the end of this month. So there may be some delays with our communications and trying to work together in this 3-month with our beloved. But the divine masculine is already at the point almost of overwhelm, like they're just wondering how much they could take. And now during this month, if they haven't been fully awakened yet, that's what this card is about, judgment. It means awakening. The trumpets are blaring. It's the day of reckoning, divine masculine. It's time to wake up from your slumber. Now it's time for you to take the pill, the truth pill. What is it? The red pill, right? Because the blue pill is just, you'll go back to sleep. But now it's time for the divine masculine to wake up, like most divine feminines have woken up to the nature of the spiritual connection that they share with this other person, and understanding that it's, a divine counterpart, that there may be some aspects of being together that need to happen and manifest so that the two can work together on their divine mission. So this is the time for divine masculines who haven't woken up to some of that consciously are going to start figuring it out. They're going to start seeing and knowing what the signs and synchronicities are all about. They're going to be inundated with their beloveds' images and thoughts of them nonstop. Like they won't be able to stop thinking about them. And just, personally, I've cut off all communication and moved forward completely from any romantic individuals, like romantic love interests, and including, my twin flame the day before New Year's, so New Year's Eve. And even before that, but that was the last time that I was going to allow myself to dwell on anything. And so moving forward into 2019, I'm getting contacted by a masculine who is not my counterpart, but letting me know that they are not able to stop thinking about me. So I'm feeling that my vibration is partly responsible for that, or that this person is signaling that they're a catalyst, false, twin, whatever. They're not my twin, but they're kind of foreshadowing what's going to be happening with my twin soon, which, because this was a few weeks ago. So there's going to be this awakening of our counterparts if they haven't been awakened yet, and they're not going to be able to stop thinking about the divine feminine, and that's why they're going to come forward toward the divine feminine in this Queen of Rods energy, which is this passionate, loving, compassionate energy, bearing the sunflower, like coming forward with this rod, which is a fiery stick. So basically the divine masculine is going to be pretty fired up and feeling passionate toward their beloved, understanding that everything that came to pass in the past that was stressing them out had to happen in order for them to have these divine realizations. So we'll put those cards there for the moment, and then look at these other oracle cards. So we have a couple of different kinds of cards. We have the soul journey for the 5D or soul energy, higher dimensional energy of the masculine by James Van Praagh, and then another James Van Praagh Power of Love card for the 3D energy, like how the mind and heart are working with the thoughts and emotions of the masculine this month, and then what the masculines can do for self-care this month, a self-care card by Cheryl Richardson. So basically this month, the divine masculine soul energy is that of regret, knowing that they can't change the past. Their souls are trying to help them come to terms with it and realize that, again, everything that was stressful had to happen for a reason so that they could awaken now at this time, and then in the near future come forward toward the divine feminine with more enthusiasm and understanding and knowing what this connection means. And then for the heart and mind energy, the divine masculines are kind of getting the creative boost. So they are starting to think of new ideas, innovations, and this is all because of them realizing and awakening to who they really are, who their counterpart is, and what the two of them are meant to do. So they're going to have all these creative ideas. They're going to be feeling really illuminated and like they have an inside edge on things. And so they're going to want to share that with their counterpart and want to communicate soon. So during the month, the best things for the divine masculines to do are to listen. So that's the self-care, listening. Listen to your wise self. Listen to your intuition, divine masculine, your higher self. It's true. All of the messages you're getting, like the song lyrics, the different symbols, the name of your beloved, having dreams about them, all of that is your higher self letting you know that this person is meant to come across your path in this lifetime because you share this important spiritual connection. So just let your inner compass direct the course of your life. And lately, my readings with clients have been focused on the divine masculine. I keep seeing in their readings the divine masculine starting to learn to listen to their intuition and also to get the courage with this yellow. That's why I have yellow for the solar plexus, and it's the third chakra. All of that is kind of telling us, look, the divine masculine now just needs to get that I am, knowing who they are, because they were awakened to knowing who they are. I am a divine spark. I am a twin flame. I have a divine counterpart. This person is my divine counterpart, the one that I kept pushing away. Now I get it. I understand. Like, I had to heal. I had to know that I am love. I am lovable. So this person and I deserve each other because I deserve the best, that my counterpart is the best. So they're like waking up to all of that, and that information is coming from their higher self. So they're really getting to, where they need to go if they are paying attention to their higher self. So if, let's say, the divine masculine is who you're wondering about and they're not in contact, well, it's possible that they might not be in contact right now because they are trying to figure out what that inner voice is all about and trying to listen to it. And so they can't be like talking with you constantly if they're trying to listen to their inner voice. So try to put it in perspective and realize that they're going through a different set of stages as you, and if you're the feminine and you're here to find out more about the divine masculine. Let's see what the divine feminine are up to this month. So we're going to do the same thing, a little past, present, and future for the divine feminine twin, and we're going to see what kind of energy is leaving, what kind of energy is here presently, and what kind of energy is going to help move us into our futures. If you're the Divine Feminine watching, or if you're watching for the Divine Feminine to find out what is going on with those feminine. Well, we have 3 cards. Recent past is the 6 of Cups, so that's all about being generous. Divine Feminine, you've been over generous, like you've been giving so much of your time, energy, dedication, like worry, anxiety, money, healing ability, everything. You're giving so much of it to the masculine counterpart. You need to make sure that you're getting something in return. Not that that is the goal, and every time you give something to somebody, you expect something back. But if you're saying, hey, I'm in this one-sided relationship with this person, I think they're my twin, I'm doing everything, they're doing nothing, you need to stop. You need to take a step back. You need to pull away some of your energy so that they can come forward toward you. If you're doing things for them constantly, or if you're always the one who's filling in the blank for that divine masculine counterpart and not letting them fill in the blank, well, they're not going to fill in the blank, so they're just going to get used to whatever has been going on and most likely leave it that way. So what you need to do is pull back so that there can be some opening for them to come forward and to start doing the things that they want to do, because now they're getting their solar plexus energy recharged, they're getting their batteries recharged, and the divine masculine are going to start taking action if you get out of the way and let them. So divine feminine currently are coming in with the 7 of rods energy, so feeling a little defensive there, maybe even about what I said. That's a resistance. It needs to be released so that you can get the full abundance and manifest your journey, your twin flame, and your mission. So we're coming up to some truth. So maybe you are holding on to some things. If you are the divine feminine, it's time to let that go so that you can come into your deepest soul truth and be your authentic self and live from your authentic self, which is your soul, your spirit, your higher dimensional being that is directing you, is connected to the divine. That is what you want to attain. So let go of the resistance. Think about equal energy exchanges. Know that that's what you deserve, and that's what your beloved knows you deserve. And that's why I'm stressing this, is because if you do not stand up for yourself and have boundaries, you don't even have to tell someone what your boundaries are. But if they start calling you 25 times and you're busy, you don't have to answer the phone. That's a boundary. And then later you can let them know, hey, I was working, what's up? If it's an emergency, please leave me a message. You get to define the circumstances that you relate to people by. So, if your twin is ghosting you all the time, well, you don't have to keep allowing them to do that. So you could, when they come back, let them know that if they ghost again, that'll be the last time, but then you have to stick with that. So basically, you have to kind of stand up for yourself. Your twin is not going to let them walk all over you. Okay, so they're seeing how much you're going to put up with, because they're trying to help you to realize that you deserve so much better. Then when you start enforcing your own boundaries, they're going to come back. So if you're starting to do that with other people for practice, that's really good. When your twin comes back in the picture, if you have no boundaries, if you just let them straight in and don't have them take responsibility for anything, well, they'll come right in and they'll just repeat the past. So you have to break the cycle by changing your behavior. Remember, Einstein said the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So if you want to clear up some of your own twin flame insanity, stop reacting. Instead, respond. Several days later, a lot of times it's fair, because your twin probably wasn't in touch for at least a week or so, or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and you were waiting and waiting and waiting. And as soon as they sent you a text, you immediately want to respond. Okay, if you do that, you're sending them a clear signal that you're going to be there for them and put up with their BS for your whole life. And they don't want you to do that, because they don't want to be with somebody like that. They want you to be having strong boundaries and stand up to them and be an equal. So that's why you can't, answer them immediately. You have to think, okay, this person I haven't talked to in all this time, 6 weeks, they just decide to text me now. Why am I rushing to text them back? let me wait a little bit. Maybe wait 6 minutes at least, or 6 hours, or even 6 days. That would be fair. Even waiting the same amount of time that that person took to get back to you. That would be a really good lesson for them, and it would show that you sure have a lot of patience, because I can bet you that during that 6 weeks or whatever interval, there will be a lot of growth happening, and things will work out better in the long run for the two people. So, I mean, that's just like if it's meant to be, because you keep going back together, clashing, and then coming apart because you haven't worked out the kinks in yourself yet that you're trying to work out with the other person. So again, divine feminine, equal energy exchange. Let's let go of resistance so we can let new energies in, and we can find our soul truths and live by those. The soul energy of the divine feminine for this month is all about forgiveness, acknowledging that harboring resentment, wow, blocks the flow of love. So that's so interesting, because this is also resentment. So you might be resenting me for delivering these messages from the divine, this truth. You might resent your twin that this is happening, but those things are just blocking the flow of abundance. So if you just let go of all that and say, well, sorry, I hate this saying, but it is what it is, because it really truly is. I mean, you can't change what happens. You can only enjoy this moment fully and have joy in it and be abundant in it, or not. It's your choice. And if your twin isn't here in the physical right now, that's their choice too, both of your choices. But you can choose them now and choose union. And then in the future, that is more likely to manifest if you let go of all the blocks. So let go of the past with them. Okay, and also the divine feminine in the 3D is their mind and their heart is concerned with responsibility this month, that they're becoming more aware of the power of their thoughts and the amount of love that they express. So you may think you're expressing a lot of love to people, but if you're thinking negative thoughts about your twin, like, oh, they'll never call, they'll never do this, they'll never change, this is a waste, but then yet you still like want to find out if they're coming toward you. Don't do the negative thinking, because that only just creates more blocks and delays. That only creates more resistance. When this resistance is released, there's open space, which a lot of people are feeling now, open space, a void. It doesn't mean there's a disconnection with your twin. It just means there's peace. It means that you let go of a lot of stuff. They let go of a lot of stuff. There's space to work with. There's a blank canvas now. So that's a good energy. And so for the divine feminine, one of the things they can do, or you can do for self-care, is going to be dealing with progress. And today I was thinking like, oh, I know that I'm a starseed. So this has been my, I've been going through like a starseed awakening, I guess, since 2012, but it's becoming stronger. And now I'm like having these unicorn energies coming through me. So I keep all day I've been sending Reiki with rainbows, and I'm like, I love unicorns. So this unicorn symbolism is interesting because it's about progress, and it's part of our mission, because this is our mission month, and it's saying charge forward. Don't worry if you make mistakes, because being willing to make mistakes means that you got what it takes out there, because we're going to be testing a lot of things. Like I'm testing these new unicorn healing abilities, and it's just some crazy stuff going on. So take it in and just allow yourself to make mistakes, because we're living in an experiment. Like if you think that this life is just, you have to do things a certain way, you don't. And that's what we're here as twins, to break down all of these preconceived notions, thought patterns, like limiting beliefs, and like these structures of our society which limit us and keep us divided in classes, divided by the amount of money we make. Like you could be like a multi-billionaire and still unhappy, as somebody who's living on the street could be more happy than a billionaire. So we are trying to create a new paradigm here on earth. This is the one of unconditional love. So charging forward, being willing to make mistakes, not having all the answers, releasing resistance. If you're coming for messages, don't disrespect the readers, because that's another thing. Like, I've been wanting to make some new videos, but the last one, somebody wrote me a message that I was negative because I shared something. It makes me like not really want to share anything on here, because I'm, like I said before in the last reading, I was like literally in other lifetime, I didn't say this, but in other lifetimes not allowed to talk about this stuff. And now in this lifetime, I realized a lot of people were trying to keep me quiet all my life. And there was a period of time where I couldn't really speak at all. So just couldn't. I was muted. So I am going to talk, and this is my channel. And if you don't like it, you can just not tune in. And that would be great, because I believe that only the people that really resonate and are in the same frequency and vibration and have the same kind of, at least, spectrum of consciousness that I do are going to tune in and understand. So if you're like a lower level person who may think that you have some sort of like, everyone has a psychic connection, but people use the connection or the psychic abilities that they do have for different intentions. And I'm going to just say this, that there are people that have intentions to stop what we're talking about here on this channel, what I'm talking about. And I'm going to tell you, like, I'm not going to stop. So don't watch my channel if you don't like it. I ended up blocking that person that left me the message, but I do not think I'm negative on this channel. If anything, I wait until I'm in a pretty clear mood, because I'm constantly talking with clients all day. Like 12 hours a day is my mission. The other time I'm getting ready for, you know, being this person that can channel all of this and do all of this. So it's a full-time job. And in person and their comments and other people, like in their little message boards and comments, it's really not going to stop the mission. Still going forward. This is our energy for the union. So we're going to look at recent, past, present, future energies for the union. Wow, we have some interesting energies here. Okay, so for the union, for like both twins and coming together this month, both twins are coming into their power. So that solar plexus energy in the recent past was a big highlight. Both twins healing those inner child wounds that left them feeling limited in the power that they are, the I am. That was taken care of recently. So everyone's kind of learning that they are important. They are lovable. They deserve their twin. They deserve love. They don't have to be limited by these patterns that society puts on us. You know, that's not us. We were born into these bodies, but we don't have to do what our ancestors did. We can change things. And that's really the power that's coming through in the recent past. We have the Four of Pentacles, and that's a stable physical energy. So what that's saying is that both twins each are bringing a pentacle, two pentacles in, and they're creating a stable foundation in the physical together. So to me, this means that in this month, there's going to be some unions coming into play that, you know, maybe it's taken a while to get there, but the stability is going to be there. And that's going to lead to King of Cups energy. So the ultimate archetype in the deck here with the unconditional love. So that is the kind of energy. We're moving from power to love through this month. We're taking the power that we have and transmuting all the fear and turning it into love. Love for ourselves, love for our twin, love for the divine, love for other twins, and hoping and praying their unions come together, and just love for the whole planet, every living thing. We want to vibrate to. We want to vibrate that love energy to every living thing. And remember, we're one with everything in the universe. This is a message from your beloved's higher self to you. So your twin flame wants you to know that this is important for March. Surrender. At times, we must surrender the old before coming or I'm sorry, before something new can enter our lives, let go and all will work out. So that was what we saw in the feminine message, to let go of the resistance that you have to change, to let go of whatever it is that no longer serves you. So I know, like myself, I did another spring cleaning and got rid of like old coats and jackets and just different clothes and things that I don't need. And that I could feel like more productive now because I also cleaned off my altar space and like organized, and now I feel like more motivated because I have more space around me open and things can happen now. So think about with your union, if you are constantly contacting your beloved, if they're not in touch, they have no time to just come back naturally on their own. So that's what you want to surrender control and all that worrying that you're going to lose them, because you're not going to lose your twin. When it's time for you guys to come back together, they're going to come back. So just let go. Surrender means letting go of your mind being on it constantly and just knowing it's going to come together the divine, way, and then move on and do the things you love and vibrate in high frequencies. That's what's going to get your twin to want to do the same thing, like get all this work done so you guys can have fun together and come together. We have this I Can Do It card from this Louise Hay deck I have, and it says, I pay my bills with love and I rejoice as I write out each check. Abundance flows freely through me. And I know a lot of my twin flame clients and other clients are coming and asking about abundance. Are they going to get better jobs, or how can they increase, their savings instead of spending? So you want to have a good relationship with money. Money is an energy. If you're happy to write a check for something and don't begrudge it, you're just going to find more and more money coming into your checking account because it won't be a big deal. There won't be that resistance there to letting go of the money because you're getting more in return. And also, here's another affirmation. I radiate success and prosper wherever I turn. So this month you want to remember something quick. This could be your mantra for the month. I radiate success and prosper wherever I turn. So basically everything I look at, everything I touch, everything that I think about turns to gold. I'm rich, I'm abundant, I have more than enough, I'm provided for. So all those kinds of affirmations are going to bring you both love and money. And that's going to be all you need. Like the universe takes care of you. God takes care of you. Creator takes care of you. Here we go with Kuan and Archangel Michael. So to close the reading, there's an overall kind of inspirational message here from Kuan, the feminine archetype, which is about the lotus throne. It says it takes courage, solar plexus energy, to trust your inner light, your intuition, to ascend the throne of your own inner spiritual authority, especially in the light of others around you, seems more powerful than your own at times. You're being asked to trust the light within above all. Have faith in your own heart. Know that the divine dwells within, is with you always. So yes, the divine is always with you. Trust your own heart. Trust your own internal guidance. Trust it. And we lastly have Archangel Michael's message about God being in charge. And I'm going to end with sending you some Reiki healing and reading the message for you and your beloved. It says, Dear God, dear Source, dear Universe, please help us let go of the situation. Wow, again, it's all tied together. Let go of the situation, giving it in faith and trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved. So that means that even the karmics will be healed of their need to be obsessively connecting to your twin, or, like if there's children involved in the situation, that it will be for their highest good and healing as well that this union occurs. So I'm going to send you now some more Reiki healing, some of that unicorn pastel rainbow energy that I've been sensing is coming through me, and hopefully it's going to help you this month to tap into your creative side, your abilities, your passions, your soul truth, your desire to connect with your one and only beloved, which is inside of you. So remember that, and I'm rooting for you in your twin flame union. Remember that I'm available for readings and healings, and I'm sending you all this positive energy so that you have a beautiful and lucky month.